Well, it's good to be back with Jubilee, and glad to share a little bit about social justice. For me, I define social justice as my desire to look outside myself, to look at others in our community and world, and to recognize that for our world to be what I want it to be, I need to treat all with respect and support efforts to provide others with what they need to not just survive, but to thrive. For at least the last 4.5 years, if not longer, social justice issues on many levels have been under attack. It has led for some to experience what many call compassion fatigue. That is understandable, and they need and should take a break. If you are one of those folks, you may want to put my talk on the back burner for now. But for others, I am offering 10 thoughts that move me to be engaged in social justice and how I can be successful. Maybe there is something that follows that will strike a chord with you. First, I need to be educated on the issues, or at least the ones that align with my passions. That means I need to spend the time to go deeper to find what the problems are and what the opportunities are to make positive change. Second, I need to understand my capacity. What can I realistically do? For me, being focused on 1 or 2 issues, or maybe 3, is the most I can handle at any one time. Third, I should not rush to judgment or action. I know I can be impatient, but taking action without being clear that the action is correct can oftentimes not only not address the problem fully, but even make it worse. Fourth, I need to follow the people who are most impacted. I have made mistakes in the past, oftentimes thinking that I know the answer. However, when I listen to and follow the direction of those most impacted, the result is not only more likely to be successful, but it builds trusting relationships. Fifth, I need to know who my allies are. Oftentimes, they can provide direction to get the education I need and the actions I should take. Sixth, I also need to know who my opponents are and what their reasoning is for their position. Sometimes that knowledge can lead to understanding the other better and create a compromise that improves the present situation. Seventh, I must use tactics that bring people together. It is easy to disrespect those who oppose our views. Some of them who we disagree with can even goad us into using their tactics. That is rarely a winning strategy, which leads to a phrase attributed to Michelle Obama: when they go low, we go high. It may not always be successful, but if we believe that love is what is needed in this world, we need to use it even under the most trying situations. Eighth, I need to be persistent and committed. Social justice is not a game where you can opt in and opt out when things get challenging. To use a sports metaphor, it is not a sprint, but a marathon. Ninth, I need to recognize there will be losses and not get disheartened. That will happen, and having good folks around that you work together with on issues can be very helpful. And finally, 10th, if I am fortunate to have some success, I need to both celebrate the success and remain vigilant that the success continues. Those who are threatened by their loss will continue to fight, and I need to continue to work to make sure those changes continue as well. While we may think that those who threaten social justice and our democracy are scary and even winning, there are plenty of groups that provide resources to educate, inspire, and take action. So what are some of the resources that are out there to make it possible to be engaged and involved? Personally, I see my role as providing access to those groups and resources. And I've done that by, 1, creating a website titled the Western North Carolina Social Justice Advocacy Guide. About 100 nonpartisan organizations are listed covering 17 social justice issues. And these organizations offer ways to learn about public policy issues and ways to take action to make social justice a reality. And 2, editing several e-newsletters that provide some of the ongoing connections between people who want to learn, need to be inspired, and want to take action to connect with nonpartisan groups and others working on issues of social justice. That is my social justice niche. What will yours be? If you want to connect on some level, there are plenty of opportunities to do so. Feel free to contact me for questions or how you might be engaged in social justice. Thank you, Jubilee.
Thank you, Ron.